Actually, today is, in spite of the gloomy and the sad news that we have around, it's a day that has some good news for women. We are going to vote later this afternoon a directive that has been blocked for 10 years in council and was unblocked 2 days ago, and now is going to be voted in the FAM committee in order to start negotiations. That is a directive of the women on boards that creates the conditions to have more women on the boards of the companies that are on the stock exchange.
I believe with the budget of 5 billion euros and so many participations already in the JU, definitely I think you can lead the way. I would like to share some ideas, some food for thought of what more could be done. And I will do so by giving you a bit examples of ongoing actions. First, I think committing to and implementing gender inclusive policies. We are trying to do so through Horizon Europe, institutional change. A main novelty has been that we ask public bodies, higher education institutions to have a gender equality plan in place and in implementation, a plan that should be led by the management. And today, I think we have more than 5,000 organizations who have submitted such a plan and have an exchange around it.
The scene was very nicely set by Mrs. Carvalho and by Irina. And what we see is that indeed the need to close the gender gap has been an issue for a lot of years. And there are a lot of initiatives, actions that have been taken over the past years. A lot has been achieved, but despite these various initiatives and actions, we see that the progress is still slow and the problem is still persistent.
Personal observations, first of all. I've been involved in this area now for about 5 years, I think almost 5 years. And participating in conferences and meetings, the very first thing that strikes you is that there are very few women present, certainly in technical meetings, technical workshops, conferences of all sorts. Then you look up the statistics for semiconductor technologies, and in particular the participation of women executives in the area. And wherever you look, because there are different figures, but ultimately there are certainly less than 10% of women in leadership roles in the area of semiconductor technologies. So, at all levels, I think there is certainly room for more participation of women.
So for us, it's pretty clear. The future will be digital. There is no way around. Yeah? So we cannot achieve the big goals we have, for instance, in respect of the Green Deal, if we do not work on more digital in the future. And that is why I'm very happy that I can chair the governing board of the Key Digital Technologies Joint Undertaking. So this is a 7-year program now, we already heard. And what is the goal? The ultimate goal is to form the European Commission, 31 participating states, and 3 industrial associations covering the whole value chain of the electronics component and system business, and to form them to be able to pull the rope jointly to bring Europe to the forefront of digital technologies.
Thanks a lot for inviting me here. First of all, because I feel like a product of a KDT joint undertaking, because actually Beyond is a spin-off of a European project of the previous Horizon 2020 program. Basically, Beyond strive to bring diversity and inclusion in biological studies by engineering microchips.
The role of the families are very important as school. So in a certain way, at a very early age, it's the combination of the school and the family that will also have an influence of the combating the stereotypes and attract more women for the questions of STEM, mathematics, physics, but also do not forget the digital.
I believe there is not a solution. Every company is different. Also the kind of topics, there are topics that are able to attract more women than others. So definitely you have to go shopping and look at other, let's say, more corporate, but also other startups to get inspired. So, and I have to say that is not, let's say, a fixed model. You might need to change it by time, based on the company and how it's growing.